Hey guys, I hope you're all okay. So today I'll be doing a follow-up on my initial impressions of the Philips Hue Gradient light strip. I've now got a Nintendo Switch connected to my HDMI sync box so I can show you what the game mode looks like, and I'll also show you what the music mode looks like. You saw snippets of both in the intro, but stick around to see a more complete demo. As always, there are timestamps in the description if you want to skip certain bits. Before I dive into the demo, I want to quickly mention that I go through the whole Philips Hue Gradient setup process with the HDMI sync box and the Hue bridge in one of my previous videos, which I'll link in a card. If you're interested in how all of this works, have a watch of that and then come back to this. The first game I want to show is Ori and the Blind Forest. As you can see in the footage, the intro to the game has an overriding colour theme of blue with some lighter tones thrown in. Throughout the beginning there are usually only 2 or 3 primary colours, and the synchronization between the content and the colours is pretty good. However, I did notice that in brighter scenes the Hue Sync box finds it difficult to distinguish between lighter greens and browns, resulting in the light defaulting to a yellowy brown. I found it works best when the colours on screen are not next to each other in the traditional colour wheel. For example, yellows, lighter greens and lighter browns seem to blend together when displayed via the Hue Gradient light strip. In Zelda Breath of the Wild, the overall colour tone is much brighter when compared to Ori and the Blind Forest, with the majority of the colours being either greens or browns, with some red thrown in if you're in the Death Mountain area. Again, the colours are interpreted quite well if there is a distinct difference between them on screen. Otherwise, it's a mishmash or blend of colours in an attempt to get the most accurate match. One example where I think the colour matching could be improved is when you've got the map open. The top edge of the map is mostly blue, but the colour of the light is a browny cream colour, which closely matches the very edge of the map. I think for instances like this, the colour should be interpreted using more than just the pixels on the very edge. I guess this is something that they'll likely improve in future versions of the light strip or even in a software update. In the Death Mountain area, you can see as I'm rotating the camera, the colours of the light strip are updating accordingly with very little delay. The last demo I want to show is Spyro, purely because I want to show how it deals with purples and reds. The camera movement speed is a lot quicker compared to Zelda, and I think the sync box does well in keeping up with how quickly the colours change on screen.
Transport you to the next world. What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
You saw a bit of how the music mode looks like at the beginning of the video, but here's a longer snippet. I'll let you enjoy this for a bit and then stay tuned, as I want to mention a few things regarding the experience and how it could be improved. So as you saw in the music demo, the synchronization really shined. I didn't notice any delays and the colours matched perfectly with the beats in the music. If there was any delay, it was negligible. In all of the demos today, I set the intensity level to extreme and the brightness to 100% so you could more easily distinguish the changes on camera. Before I end the video, I want to touch on a few things that would make the experience a little bit better. The first thing I noticed was the HDMI sync box wasn't smart enough to distinguish between the different content that you're playing. So every time you switch from music to games or just regular TV, you'd have to go back into the Sync app and then change the mode from within there. I guess for certain types of content it may be too difficult for the HDMI sync box to determine what content's playing. So for example, if you've got a music video playing or if you're watching someone else play a game, I guess for the music video it could default to the music mode, and for the gameplay video it could default to the regular TV mode. The biggest issue I have with the gradient light strip is the fact that it doesn't cover the bottom of the TV. I hope the next version wraps all the way around the TV, as I feel that the people who would be mounting their TVs on the wall weren't really considered in the design stage. Considering how much you're paying for the light strip, the least they could have done is make a version for wall-mounted TVs. I will forgive them this time as it's the first iteration, and given their track record, they'll definitely improve on the next version. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you did enjoy the content, a like would be massively appreciated. If you want content like this in the future, then please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.